Well, 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 look who's here. All of us. It's the Wall of Death podcast, your source for metalcore and all things post-hardcore and all the in-between. And we're all in the same room. We can touch each other.
Finally made it.
Cael's here in North Carolina. And it's been a blast so far. He's had a heck of a 24 hours.
Oh, yeah.
But he'll tell you a little bit about it. So what's up? How's it going? We're all in the same room. I can touch you. I can see you. I can taste you. I can hear you.
I'm here every week. I don't know.
It's more or less saying it to me.
I know, but he's touching me.
Under the table.
You'll never know.
What?
Anyway, how are you guys doing? Cael, how's North Carolina? How's it treating you?
It's really nice. It's humid. It's hot. I fell and hurt myself already.
That's great. We went to a Nordic spa today. He wanted a spa day, so I treated him.
Oh, we had a wonderful spa day until I took a fall and tumble right behind a pretty girl.
Yeah, what happened? Give us a play-by-play.
So play-by-play. We get to the spa, having a great time, just kind of enjoying ourselves, and we go. So the Nordic spa is like you go into a sauna, then you go to a cold plunge, and you take 10, 15 minutes kind of relaxing between sets. On like our third or fourth run, we decide we got like 10 minutes left, so we decide to go back to the sauna. Meantime, there's these people in our way of the sauna, and they're getting out of the cold plunge, and they're just standing there creating a puddle. I did not notice. I then proceeded to walk behind this person, and I fell and busted up my knee pretty bad. Everyone that's seen it has been like, made a face. It's not been good.
He makes it sound pretty innocent, but it all started our first cycle when we were at the top of the tier, he stood up and just smashed his head on the ceiling.
Yeah, I smashed my head in front of someone.
And this girl that he thought was cute was like, oh, I did that earlier. And it was all downhill from there. He was like, man, I haven't had any anxiety. This is a great trip. And then, of course, when everyone in the sauna was out where they could see Cael, he slipped and fell. All the girls are looking at him.
It was like 6 people. Which is a lot for the spa because there's only like 10 people allowed at a time.
And then he's all just busted up, bleeding. The only thing that could have made it worse was if he had rolled into the cold plunge. He was right there by the edge of it.
That would have been perfect.
I wish we could give you a map layout.
It was just all these girls looking at him like, "Are you okay?"
And everyone looking at me like I'm a dumb idiot.
All I could do was just grab his hand and be like, "Let's go, buddy. We gotta keep moving."
We skedaddled into the sauna away from everyone else.
Went back in the sauna for a little bit. And then, yeah, it was great. It was a great day for Cael. He's enjoying it. Anyway, that was Cael's day. My day was great. I had a Costco hot dog, and I got to watch Cael fall. Rhett, how's your day going?
I worked all day. It was really busy. On to the grind tomorrow.
But we're all here. We're all drinking. We're all having a good time. And we got some awesome stuff to get to today at some point. But we always start with our song radar and things that kind of pop off on our playlist or something that kind of approaches from the unknown that we haven't heard in a while. And we're like, I like this song. What's been new for you guys?
I've had a pretty busy week with me starting a new job and actually traveling here. It's just been a lot of older songs, like a lot of not metal, honestly. It's been kind of a nice, I've been taking relaxed time, listening to a lot of composed symphonies and stuff like that, but so no new metal for me that I've been listening to, or nothing coming back to me.
I kind of feel that this might be a foreshadow, but after listening to this album a couple of times, I had to take a break. I switched to country for a little bit because I don't want to say it's a thing, but I just had scream fatigue, and I was like, I got to hear something different. So I did venture outside of our normal routine a little bit this week.
Well, I did the assignment. I listened to some rock bands, though. Maybe only just one metal band. So, I think Funeral Portrait is actually a semi-biggish band.
They've gotten big. So they were pretty small, but then they got thrown onto a tour with Five Finger Death Punch. That really helped them take off.
And the song that I listened to by them this week was Dark Thoughts. And he's from Georgia. I did some research.
Yeah, he's got a lot of southern.
So you can hear like the southern roots in his voice, and then kind of the feel on his rock/metal music. But it was just like a light-hearted take on not loving yourself and trying to deal with it with different vices. Which oddly enough also fell into the other song I listened to this week was If It Wasn't Me by Nike and Echo, which is also about being like really insecure and not liking yourself, and if you were someone different, would it be better? So that's what kind of my sad boy music this week. And then I was kind of, my way of taking a break from listening to the album we reviewed this week was avoiding it and listening to other music. And sometimes, since I don't really have social media, I'll get stuck on Facebook Reels because I still have a Facebook for some reason. And I call them my Reels bands, even though they're probably bigger than that, but this is where I first see them. So the band was called Twist It, and the song that I heard was called Kingdom. And her voice is really unique. I was trying to, because I listened to it a couple of times, trying to find a comp, and I'm like, I don't know who to compare you to. They didn't have a ton of music out, because I kind of did a little bit deeper into just kind of the other songs, but Kingdom itself, I felt like, and this is not like in a bad light, this could be a really great video game song. As someone who loves video games, if you're familiar with League of Legends at all, they always do like a variety of different songs for their game to highlight trailers, world events, etc. I'm like, dang, this song is really good, her voice is amazing, and if you put like a video game behind it, I feel like it could really have like a whole component. And then speaking of League of Legends, I listened to Against the Current. The song was Always You and I, and why I said League of Legends is because they did one of the world songs for League of Legends a couple years back.
Oh.
And this song, her lyrics, it's a female singer. Her voice is amazing, but the lyrics of the song, I just thought were doing a good metaphor for not necessarily dark love, but like the world's ending. It's fine because me and you are together.
Yeah, I did a little. I kind of did what you did, because I know you started doing a lot more research outside of the album. I went so far as to go and listen to a whole different album as well this week, on top of what we were reviewing.
I love the album. I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll get to it, okay?
Sorry.
But so I saw a few press magazines and different things really rate the newest Loathe album high. And so on top of Boundaries, I listened to the newest Loathe album, and it was okay. I don't even know if I would classify it as metalcore. I classify it as rock, and kind of a bit of a melodic rock. There were a few songs I enjoyed, but it was just different. It was a different vibe. There wasn't really much heavy. I think the best song was probably Fangs, which you called out not too long ago.
Like
just because, I mean, I will give Loathe this. They have a great, whoever their bassist is, he creates some great bass lines, and they carry a lot of the songs. The singing is just not quite for me. I'm not really into the very soft, almost mumbly vocals that you really can't distinguish. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't want to trash it, but the press was really high on this album, and I didn't really get the hype. It was okay, but it wasn't anything I'll ever listen to again. Even Fangs, which like Cael called out, has an amazing intro, but once the actual like song starts after the intro, I really don't care for it.
I meant to listen to that album. I didn't know they dropped that album.
Yeah, they dropped that album. It dropped the same day as Motionless in White and Boundaries.
Oh, they were probably...
So it was all a part of that. And so that leads me to one of the first songs that came on my radar is once I finished this album on my Spotify, I think it was Nepenthe by Say Six came on, and it was better than the whole album. I was like, this is so good. I was like, I automatically love this song and I like it. It had a little bit of EDM beats, and it just had really good vocals, and it was just really enjoyable. But yeah, I would check out. I've never heard of Say Six. I don't know anything about them. I don't know much about the song other than I heard it right after the Loathe album, which I was very meh about. And then this song came on. I was like, okay, this is great. So it might not even be a good song. It just happened to come after I listened to the Loathe album. And that's me. It sounds like I'm trashing the Loathe album, but it just wasn't my cup of tea. And then Ryan Oakes, he released a song with a collab with Set It Off called Lights Out. It's been on TikTok quite a bit, but I really enjoy Ryan Oakes. I like his kind of Hollywood Undead style of like rapping and a little bit of a Linkin Park influence. And then Set It Off's their lead singer, his raps, like just the way his cadence in his singing and almost rapping is, I don't know, it does it for me. So I really enjoyed Lights Out. It's a good song. It's not very hard, it's not very heavy, but it's got good rhythm. It's got a good sound. The instrumentals are good, but the vocals and the lyrics kind of take it over the top. So those are two good ones outside of just everything else I was listening to. And then, like I said, took a little bit of a break from rock. It wasn't much of a break, but it was a little bit of a break. I just needed a refresher. Sometimes you need that palate cleanser to just like go back into it, because once you hear so much of one genre, everything kind of starts sounding the same. But did you guys hear any new bands or anything new that you guys have checked out? Outside of just a song, like actual new bands, researching?
Yes. Again, to avoid the album. I took a deep dive into Point North. We've seen Point North live. And
yeah, we did.
I have a couple of their songs prior to really doing a super deep dive into them on my Spotify. But I kind of went through, I think, 3 albums, like 3 full albums. I'm like, dang, this is so much nicer than what I've been listening to.
Point North has a great sound, though, and they've had great collabs.
They do. They have great collabs. The mix between soft vocals, screaming, adding in the rap. They'll do like some, I wouldn't say like electronic, but not necessarily traditional metal. They just do a lot of interesting takes, and then they have both good voices, and their songs are so catchy. Like all their songs are like, I could listen to this on repeat for a while. So that's what I kind of led into. What did you, Cael?
I had only like one new song that came up. It was Sugarcoat by In Her Own Words. It was just a song that caught my mind, like that just caught my attention. Nothing really too special about it. Just kind of like, it wasn't what our album was. So I think that's why it like kind of stood out as a newer thing to me.
To preface, the album that we listened to wasn't terrible, but it just, for my cup of tea, for the things that I look for in a metalcore album, it wasn't my most favorable. But yeah,
I enjoyed it a lot. It's what I like. But this was just like, I'm just saying this is different from what the album was to me.
Yeah,
I love this album, but
but speaking of that kind of led me into the band I was checking out. It's like we were already in a pretty heavily screaming week, and so I was like, well, I'd never heard of Throne until Rehearsed came out, and we reviewed Rehearsed, and that surprised me that I actually liked it. It was just such a different style of metalcore than I'm normally listen to, and so I looked into them, and they have a really good like list of songs to go through. I didn't really find one that I didn't like. He's got great screams. The rhythm, like I said, is just unique. He's got a unique cadence. It's very, I don't know, it's just grungy and edgy, and it's just, I don't know, it's in your face. It's almost, I don't know, there's just something raw about it that resonates, and it's just different than just a lot of the other like deathcore screaming heavy bands that you get. But some of the songs that really stuck out is On the Verge. It's like their top song on Spotify. I never heard it before, but it's so good. And then a few songs down that list, The Split, it's also really good. And then of course Rehearsed is heavily reviewed on there, or like heavily listened to, but they've got a good repertoire of songs, and it's kind of made me interested in actually checking out a concert of them. and I actually enjoyed Throne. Throne's really good.
Check that out.
I would check out more of their songs, especially if you like Boundaries and the album we're reviewing. They if you like more of the heavy screaming side of metalcore, I would definitely check out Throne. You want to introduce? We're all together. You want to introduce the next segment?
Give us the...
Dun-dun-dun.
And
There we go. Okay, that's new.
Fry scream. There we go. Song reviews. We listened to Eyes Closed by Beartooth. What you guys think about that?
Dude, love Beartooth. I like their music, but sadly it got kind of thrown off by me from the video you guys showed me. It was unexpected.
I can't say that.
What?
Nothing, go.
Keep going.
I don't know. It's not like the Beartooth I know. Like I love the song. The song's amazing. I always love Beartooth, what they come out with. I just wasn't expecting like the music video. That caught me off guard, but still love them. Love them to death.
What'd you rate it?
Huh? Oh, it's not like their older stuff, so I'm gonna give it a 4.
Yeah, I mean, it's different. That's pretty high.
Sorry, 3.5.
2.5 or 3.5?
3.5.
3.5, okay.
Because their older stuff is, I don't know. It helped me through a lot of hard times. So the older stuff, it hits home with me.
Yeah. Britt?
I was pretty mixed on this song, to be honest. I feel like with this latest album that's releasing later this month, in August, whenever it is going in, I've liked half the songs and then been kind of like, it's not good, or this is whatever. And for this song, it kind of fell into this is whatever for me. I would listen to it again. I like the end when it gets heavier, but I didn't really like the chorus.
Lyrically or just the way it sounds?
Just the way it sounds. At the very beginning of the song, he repeats it a couple times in a row versus like it mellows out throughout after the fact. And that kind of detracted me from like the beginning of the song is like what grabs you in and hopefully carries you into the rest of it, at least in like my thought process. So that did the reverse. It kind of detracted me from the song, but the rest of it kind of made up for it after the fact.
Yeah.
I like Caleb Shomo. Their last album before the one that's coming out was really good. Their old stuff's really good. This is obviously kind of a new direction for the band. And it's just been kind of hit or miss. So it's probably like a 3 to 5 range.
I think that's fair. I generally enjoyed the song. I think to preface everything I'm about to say, I would probably rate the song a 4. Beartooth is definitely known to be a band that goes with how everything that Caleb Shomo goes through. And right now, of course, he came out, and so everything seems to be focused on that. Which, I mean, he even went on a podcast and said that when he was writing these songs, everything was just coming out like being very gay, and so then that scared him at first, and then that led to him like coming out and all that. And this song just seems to just really keep going along with that. Not that that is necessarily a bad thing, but it's just the video is just so upfront with it, and it's just the song itself is not bad. The video is a little bit like, okay, like this is Caleb Shomo, the band is Caleb Shomo. It's Beartooth, and I don't know, it's just very different. And I know that comes across as like probably I'm anti-homosexual, and that's not the case. It's different. And I don't know if the band needs that as its full identity, even though I guess technically, historically, that's how the band is. It's like it's very focused on all of Caleb Shomo's like who he is and what he struggled with and like the things he goes through. But I don't know. I struggled with the song. I struggled with the music video a bit. Overall, I enjoyed the song. Lyrically, like I understand like the things he's going through, but at the same time, it's like That's a tough song. Knowing like everything, like he did sacrifice a lot to get where he's at right now. And so at the end of it, I will say it was probably a 4. I enjoyed the song. I enjoyed listening to it. Was it my favorite? No. And do I necessarily like the meaning behind the song? Not necessarily. But it was a good song. So 4 out of 5.
Well, this has been the All in Death podcast. We've been canceled now.
Now we're canceled. I'm not homophobic. I had a gay roommate, I promise.
I'm not MAGA either.
This guy's not MAGA either.
I just didn't like the song.
We have opinions, okay? That's the whole point of the podcast.
It's not opinions on the government issues. It's the opinions on the song.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
This isn't a political podcast.
We don't give a fuck about like
Surprise.
anyone's political view. Just be happy. That's all we fucking care about.
We just
It's
care about the
music.
song and we care about the album.
Yeah.
Just like Boundaries, Reddit was riding that so high that I don't care. I don't care anymore. Anyway,
keep
we're going to our next song, Crestfallen by Imminence. I'll start.
Thank you.
Hated this song.
I hate you.
Didn't like it.
Thank you.
Never
It
mind.
was too slow. It was meh. I don't remember a single lyric from the song. 2.5. That's all I gotta say. Crestfallen. I listened to it 4 times. Tried to enjoy it. Not my favorite.
Do you want to go? Do you want me to go?
You can go.
Wannabe Sleep Token 1. Just kidding. I'm kidding. We were making jokes about that before the podcast started. No, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, there has to be something different because this was different than the other songs they put out. I don't know. I liked it. I don't like it too much. I feel like I like their heavier stuff more. I wish they'd go back to what they released last week. But they decided to go out with this. So they went out with this. They're sticking to themselves, which I respect. 3.
The Sword That Never Bends is still the best song so far.
Okay. I'm an Imminence fanboy. I love them. I actually did listen to all the current songs released for their newest Callboy album. They're sticking to the theme. Like, this is a medieval
Yeah, it's a
Themed
medieval themed song.
album.
And album.
And I think that's cool. I did enjoy last week's song, which was heavier. And I was expecting this new song to be kind of more to how they do their albums. They always mix a good amount of heavy and soft. And then they kind of sprinkle it together, and the album usually flows pretty well. I've listened to some of their other stuff. I love the heavy strings, because strings are awesome. Okay, Cael can shut up.
I enjoyed the strings.
Um,
I just didn't enjoy the song.
Integrated differently, and it could have been way better.
I thought it was a good mix of soft vocals and then intermittent screaming. I thought it was a good balance between the first 2 songs, The Sword Never Bends, and then now I'm blanking on what the last one was called.
Oh, False Light?
False Light.
Yeah.
Thank you. I thought this is just the point in the album when they're going to throw this in. That made sense to me, doing a lot of listening to Imminence the last year and 2. This is probably my favorite song, personally, of what we listened to this week. So for me, it's probably like a 4. It's not a perfect song by any means. It's not their best song, but I enjoyed it a lot. It showed off his clean vocals, which are just always phenomenal, and then the strings on top just did it for me.
I will say, based off these songs that have been released, I don't think that they're releasing their best songs before the album. So I think that's
I'd
good
hope
positive.
they're
A lot of people liked Sword Never Bends.
I love that song.
So
that was so
We
good.
could say that. And you just don't like Imminence, it's fine. You don't have to, you can just say that. You don't like them. It's okay.
It's okay. Just like we...
They have a good idea. I don't know.
He also never does any research we tell him to like look at the past stuff, and like I'll do it, and then he never does it.
I did. I listened to Asking All the
You said you fell asleep.
I did. Just not my cup of tea. Couldn't stay awake for it.
All right, so we did have a 3-song week until last night. Oh, yesterday. And the 3rd song was Omni by Softspoken. Band I'd never heard of.
Never.
But when I was trying to pick out the songs for the week. I was trying to find songs that I was like, this is actually pretty decent. I think we could review this song. And spoiler alert, there were a lot of songs from bands that we have talked about that released, and I listened to like 45 seconds of it, and I was like, we're not reviewing this song. Not calling out those bands. So we chose Omni by Softspoken, and this was my song of the week actually. Even with the addition of yesterday's song, vocals were incredible. Like I said, never heard of this band, and just thoroughly enjoyed the whole song. It had that just really classic sound, like you expect from metalcore and post-hardcore, but then it was just carried by the vocalist, and so I really enjoyed it. I'd probably give this a 4.25. It's not just the best song in the world, but it's really good, and I enjoyed it. It's something that I would add to my playlist, and I'd be really happy to hear every time it popped up. So
I did add to my playlist. A couple weeks ago, we reviewed Varsity, at least one of their songs. And when I first heard it, I'm like, I didn't know we were doing another Varsity song. And then I had to do like a double take. Oh, this is a different band, because they sound very similar for lead vocals.
a little bit.
And I love Varsity's lead singer. Like, I think he makes the band. Similarly to this, I thought, like, dang, this guy has some pipes, and it's amazing. And it carries the song because I couldn't tell you what the song said. I honestly couldn't. I've listened to it 6 times. It's good. I don't know why. Couldn't pick out the lyrics. But I'd probably give it like a 4 too, even though it's not my favorite song, what Imminence song was, but yeah, another 4 for my record.
Also, we're not sponsored by Cutwater, but hey.
I don't like Cutwater. Don't sponsor us.
No!
Sponsor us. It's delicious. It's my first time
Me
having
and
it.
Cael love it.
Oh yeah, it's the first time having it. Delicious. No, like we were talking before the podcast started, and he mentioned that it sounded like Varsity, and that actually rung with me. So I do agree with you. It does sound like Varsity.
Yeah, he has a very similar vocal.
It didn't hit my metal list because my metal list is a lot heavier, but this is on my driving list. Like it's very much you can drive to this like late evening and like just kind of chill, calm, or like on your way to work. I thought it was just kind of calming and just nice. And, I don't know, very drivey song. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like a good like
So it's very
road
like
trip metalcore
car.
song. Yeah.
Don't hear it in Kyle's car.
yeah.
You can't hear anything.
Well,
in
you
the
can't
car.
hit a fucking gnat.
We'll talk about that a little bit.
80-mile gnat. No, I just thought it was very good. Also, never heard of them. I'm definitely excited to hear more about them.
Yeah, I'll definitely be checking out more Softspoken because that song definitely.
The name of the band
Yeah.
very much is like the band, very
It
soft
fits-
spoken, but like it's very
Fits
heavy.
the 3 of us, especially after the car ride we had yesterday. Holy crap! You get 3 introverts in a car and you can't hear anything.
Had fun. I'm giving you a 4 to 5. Like this is my top band of the week, honestly. Also because it was very chill. Like again, not at my metalist band, but I like very screamy bands.
It's not often we all agree on the same song. So Softspoken, way to go. Keep it up.
Excited to see you soon.
Anyway, we have another song. It was added yesterday. I'll be honest, I've only had a chance to listen to it once, so I don't know if I'll give it the fairest shake of reviews. It was good, though. We listened to the newest Electric Callboy song called The Way You Are. What do you guys think about it?
I'm going to preface this with, I love Electric Callboy.
Same.
We saw them earlier this year, and not to be blasphemous, but I'm like, this is the Beatles for me. With just like the amount,
Yeah. We would travel to Europe for this band.
yeah, the amount of joy they bring me, the energy from the concert, the crowd, and just how much I love their music. As a Beatles fan who like did homework papers on Beatlemania, but this was not, to me, their best work. This is not a song I necessarily enjoyed. I kind of added it to my Spotify, hoping that maybe down the road I like it more. I listened to it probably 4 times, I think, between yesterday and today. And it tries to do a lot of what Hurricane did.
Yeah.
where it does a slower paced song. In that instance, it was a German song, whereas this is a rendition of trying to be a boy band.
Yeah, there's like a specific style for that too. For like, it's like a German style.
Yeah, and then they go straight into screaming, which is fine. But with Hurricane, I actually really like the German parts and the authentic music there, whereas their take on being a boy band fits a bit more if you watch the video.
Yeah.
But like the boy band song wasn't the best, and then the screaming part was just kind of whatever for me. This was probably actually my lowest rated song this week.
Wow.
For a band that I love.
Ooh.
So I honestly, at this point, and it might change down the road, but I'd give this a 2. Like, this is not something I actually enjoyed.
I mean, it could be one of those songs, like, I know we didn't like, what was it, Overdrive?
Yeah.
Overdrive on Spotify or like Apple Music is not that great. But
live?
We heard it live and it was like, this is a whole different song. And we enjoyed it. We loved it.
One of the few bands live way better than the recorded.
Yes. That is one thing that I would always recommend. If you have a chance to see Electric Callboy, go see them live. Because it's, one, an experience. 2, they sound just like the album, if not better.
Awesome.
Which is a rare find.
We'll have to schedule that. We'll have to do a live.
Electric Callboys are great. They were here earlier this year. We got to see them.
Oh, crap.
And so, yeah. What did you think about it, Cael?
Listened to it twice since yesterday.
Yeah.
My first time listening to it, I was rushing to the airport. So I didn't get much, like, I listened to it, but it was more of just like a cutscene listen through, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I liked it because of the fact, like, it was slower and then, like, it picked up and you're just like, oh, yeah. But I guess I didn't listen to it too thoroughly, which I feel like I need to give it a fair listen to. But we did a short listen through and it had, like, I saw the boy band version, so it made more sense of listening to the first part with the boy band.
So you're a Backstreet Boy fan. Was that like a Backstreet Boys like call to with all the white?
No, it was an homage to some of the Backstreet Boys songs. I don't know if they were doing it to. They usually don't parody stuff to make fun of it. They don't usually do that. Yeah. They usually do an homage to like.
Just the
Are you sure?
thing itself.
I feel like they would tease.
Not them.
Really? Oh, okay.
Like they've done a couple of different.
They
I only know a few Electric
genre
Callboys.
type stuff.
I do like Electric Callboy, but I'm not like the biggest fan.
We're fanboys.
Okay.
I've met Nico. So. Nico, I love you.
My take would be, it's an homage to the Backstreet Boys, and unfortunately, the Backstreet Boys have both. Not unfortunately, they have had a resurgence, and they're now quite expensive to see again. Like probably more than back in the day when they were first popular.
Well, that's fair because they're getting like newer fans and they have the old fans.
Yeah.
And they're in Vegas for most of the year with the residency they did with the Sphere. So I think with the popularity, they might not have actually been able to get licensing agreement.
No.
To actually do like a real song.
Backstreet Boys song. Maybe they were trying. I mean, we did
but I think it was an homage. They might come out and say it was a joke, but either way, I don't think I would give a shit.
Yeah, it might just
on my quick rating of like the 2 times I listened to it, with one being fast, one being kind of like a remembrance, I'm gonna give it a 4 because I do love Electric Callboy and I thought it was really good with the heavy part. I like the it's very poppy to heavy. Yeah. I like that kind of like falsehood. Like I don't know why I want to say Snake Kills. It's not very Snake Kills.
It's really not.
No, it's not. I don't know. Okay. Maybe like a 3.8, honestly.
3.8. Well, we're going past the 0.25 decimals. All right. I would give it, just off the cuff, like I said, I've only listened to the song once. I'll give it at least a 3.5 just off the initial listening. It definitely gave off that initial feel of, okay, you're kind of given the Backstreet Boy vibes and then kind of Hurricane feels, but the heaviness was really good, and just overall, without really hearing and like thoroughly listening to the lyrics, I enjoyed the song, and so I would give it a 3.5. Plus, I'm biased, and just I really enjoy Electric Callboy. Mm-hmm. If there's one band that I'll be up front and be like, all right, I might give them a 0.5
higher,
advantage just because I love this band is probably Electric Callboy. Like even like what would probably be considered like this is a mid song. I'm like I really enjoyed it. So like Overdrive, I think we have a consensus of it's not great if you're just listening to it on the road, but if you're in person listening to it in concert, Overdrive is a great song actually. And so, yeah, I'll just give it a 3.5. Next week, after if I listen to it a few more times, I might edit it a little bit, but yeah.
Well, it's also gonna be on the album. We'll do the album.
Yeah, it'll be on the new album, so it'll be on the Tanzanite album. Is it Tanzanite or Tanzanite? I don't speak German.
Tanzanite, I thought.
Tanzanite, yeah. So we'll be reviewing that in August anyway, so that's coming up. Anyway, we did do an album. We'll start with Cael.
I think we should let Cael end because he liked it so
Okay,
much.
we'll end with Cael. We'll end with
You're gonna
Cael.
say the most nice things, like
We'll
you're the positive.
We'll start with Rhett. We'll do or should we do the shit sandwich approach?
Rock, paper, scissors?
No, I do negative. Cael does the positive, and then we end with
Let's
another
do
negative.
shit sandwich.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's what you want to do. It just takes me being the bad guy.
We'll start with
Exactly.
We'll start with me. So we listened to Boundaries, their latest album, Yearning the Unbeautiful After. So we listened to this because one, Boundaries is definitely an internet, I don't even want to say TikTok, but like when I'm going through the metalcore subreddit, holy crap, do they suck Boundaries dick. And we heard one of their songs we went to the Martinsville race in spring, and it was it Sky Turned Amber Black or whatever. And I remember specifically hearing this song, and I was like, this guy has sang the same thing. Well, not sang. He screamed it 15,000 times, and that's the only thing I know that he said, was that the skies cast amber black. Whatever that means.
I think I burned that on my brain.
I don't know, but like there were a few songs I did enjoy, and ironically, it's probably just the flavor of metalcore that I enjoy were the ones where they had some clean vocals thrown in. And Boundaries, if you ever listen to any clip that we do, utilize that person more because he has a good voice.
You can't tell them how to do their music.
I will. Boundaries. You have a good, clean singer. Use them. Utilize them. Whoever does like the screaming vocals, it sounds great. But after a while, when you're listening to your album, it all sounds the same. I'm sorry. But there were a few songs I liked. I liked Malconscience. I liked, my phone's being used to record today. So I would have to pull up my Spotify to name the other songs. But there were a few songs that I enjoyed. But overall, for the album itself, I don't know if I'll ever return to it again. It wasn't my favorite. It wasn't my flavor of metalcore that I enjoy. I don't lean towards the deathcore side. That's why the Bring Me the Horizon re-release and their new song.
Oh, Dehumanized?
Surprised me so much because I usually don't like that
So
type of
good.
stuff. So
God.
in listening to Boundaries, I was kind of, it might be unfair, but I was comparing a lot of the singing and a lot of the screaming and a lot of the songs to Dehumanized and to that style. And it just was not my cup of tea. Overall, if I was to give this a rating, probably a 4.5. It wasn't great. I wouldn't classify it as good. There were a few songs that I enjoyed enough, but it just wasn't for me. And so we'll let Rhett do the next part of this.
Okay.
We'll let Cael in Boundaries on the positive note.
I have forced myself for every album review to listen to it at least 3 times. Usually 4, I'll be honest. I usually do about 4 times each album. The first time I listened to this album, it took me 3 days. I'm not gonna lie. I had to break it apart because it was, and I don't say this because like we go to concerts, I don't put in earphones or earbuds or anything, earplugs. This hurt my ears. I actually had to like take pauses to listen to different aspects, different stages of the album the first time. The second time, I was able to get through it the entire way. And then today, in preparation for the show, I listened to it a third time, and it was the easiest time listening to it, just kind of as background noise. I think switching between, because usually I put my AirPods in, and that's how I listen to primarily all the stuff we review, just while I'm at work and working. While I was working from home today, I was put it on my computer speakers, and that made it a bit easier, I want to say. I think that helped. Deathcore is never going to be my music. It's never going to be the music I gravitate to. For the heavier bands that I do listen to, it's like just example, The Browning, where it's all screaming, but they layer in it on top of EDM. So it adds something to break up the constant ear bleed. I too liked these songs that they had clean vocals on, even though, if I'm being 100% honest, I wouldn't say I didn't add any of the songs from this album to my playlist. I would not listen to this music again outside of I'm in the car with somebody and I can appreciate the screaming. The earlier songs in the album, when there's like two layers of screaming, the heavier guy and then like the higher pitched screaming, it kind of reminded me of like a heavier version of SOAD. With Danny and Serge. Because in System of a Down, you had Serge singing, and then Danny would scream over the top of it.
Oh, okay.
In this, it was layering of heavy screaming with the higher pitched guy on top of it.
I see that now. Okay.
And that's the vibes I got, so I could appreciate that. I don't know if they were aiming for that sort of thing or not. I don't know the band at all, so I apologize. But
here's something. For anyone that comments on our podcast, we don't do heavy research. Contrary to most things, we aim for the average listener.
I try to do a good amount of research, but
we should do it.
We should do more.
I usually do it for things I like. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'll preface that.
I review the albums for the album itself. I usually don't try to go into the whole band's history. I'll say that much.
So unfortunately, I didn't like this album. Even though I liked songs from the Pretty Reckless album we reviewed, I think with the last listen, I'd still rate this above them, which is probably mean and probably will get me some slack. Flack, yeah, sorry.
Flack 88.
I'd probably put it at a 3 to 3.5. Not something I enjoyed. Cael, take us away.
Cael, give us the Boundaries fanboy. All right. And before I start, listen, I got a rant. Before Cael starts, Reddit, I got a rant. All this album did was confirm that, listen, you can look up internet forums, you can go to Reddit. Don't agree with everything that Reddit says. That's all I can say. Otherwise, I don't know if this would have ever been on our review list, at least for me. Cael, take it away.
Fucking loved it. I think I'm a huge. I never realized, but I think I'm a huge deathcore fan. I love the constant screaming. I love just feeling like there's demons running around screaming this shit at me. It's fantastic. I fucking loved it. I listened to it. So I said I listened to a lot of composed symphony and stuff like that. But also for homework, listen to this. But I also threw this in every now and then. It just saying to me. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what the words are saying. Don't really care. I don't listen to a lot of the words of music sometimes. Sometimes I just let the music go and I'm just yeah, let's fucking go.
Well, there's two that, not to just derail you, but there's two theories of music. So there's people that listen, and when they listen to music, they primarily hear the lyrics. And then there's people that primarily hear the composition of the instruments. Mm-hmm. And so to preface,
Neither of us are lyric people.
none of us are lyric people.
I feel like you are. You remember lyrics
No,
amazing.
I'm a little more lyrical, but I hear the composition as well. It might be a little bit more on the afterthought or like on after listenings, but I think I say this for some of the YouTube flack you've gotten.
Yeah, no, okay. So apparently, someone just took my dislike for last week. It was, who was it again?
In this moment.
In this moment and Crawl.
Recall.
Crawl. He doesn't even remember the band. See, lyrics just aren't his thing.
No, they're not. Like, I love lyrics for some bands. Like, I love Sleep Token, so I'll listen to their lyrics and stuff like that. And like Linkin Park or some like, you have to mean something for me to listen to your lyrics. Crawl, I didn't give a shit about the lyrics. It just sounded like shit to me.
He's doubling down.
Didn't know what it was about.
Down.
Whatever it was about, cool. I respect that. Like, we're not political at all. We're here for the music. We're a bunch of composer people.
Posers.
We're not posers. We're composers. So I'm sorry if anything I said offended you. I just didn't like the song. The band, I've listened to some of their music recently. They're pretty good, but not my favorite. But they have better songs out there. But this album really.
Stop.
What?
First off, he's allowed to have his opinions, and they're fine.
Everyone's allowed to have their own opinions.
You're allowed to have your opinions.
If I have to say...
If I have to preface ourselves,
yeah.
like, go fuck yourself. Don't care. Like, he doesn't need to apologize.
Yeah, we're not making
really
an apology.
but-
We're not making an apology video.
No, this album though, I fucking loved it. Like like he was saying, Dehumanize, loved it. I'm not realizing I'm more of a deathcore fan. Even though I
think you might be.
like, there's some songs out there that I like that aren't deathcore.
Well, you're a big Slaughter to Prevail fan.
Yeah,
so
that's,
that makes sense.
that's all they are.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I also like Sleep Token. I like that new pirate metal. Also, realizing there's a whole genre of pirate metal. Sorry, I just found out. Someone called me out of that.
This guy's been getting flack like 2 days in a row.
So-
He's bitter. And then he fell at a sauna today. Like, it's just not a good... Guys,
That's not gonna be
if
a
you
week for
can
me.
lift Cael up, please.
They're just gonna shit more on me. If this helps, I grew up Mormon. I had no idea this existed beforehand.
Okay, cut that.
This guy's soaked for a living.
Cut that. Cut all that.
No, this is like I just really enjoyed this album this week. I don't know how you guys didn't like it. Well, I mean, everyone has their own music preference. This is just my cup of tea, so I really enjoyed it.
What'd you rate it?
Huh? Oh,
Out of 10.
I get no shit.
Well, Kyle put it wrong on the nose.
Did I?
Yeah.
I still was out of 10. He fixed
I
it.
just fixed it.
Oh. I'm drunk.
I'm giving it a 9.
Give it a 9. Wow.
All the songs made it on my playlist.
And I mean...
I think that's fair then.
Yeah, I would say that would be a 9 for you then. But that's impressive. Yeah. But that's why we do this, is because we have 3 very different opinions. And I mentioned that on a YouTube comment of like that. That's just who we are. Like, we have different opinions. I don't care what... It could be a political meaning. That doesn't mean we have to review it well. And so, yeah. Like what Rhett said, we don't have to apologize for anything. Yeah.
If a song came out saying like the title being "Fuck Ice," it could be a great political meaning because exactly, but also
tripling down.
Huh? No, yeah, fuck Ice, dude, fuck Ice. It's fucking wrong. But like, anyways, if the song came out and it was shit, I would rate it a fucking 2. I don't give a fuck what it means. It's still a shit song. What?
Yeah, Crawl.
We should cut that out.
It's whatever.
Why, dude?
Anyway, so we did something last night. And it involved the 3 of us.
I flew into North Carolina.
He flew into North Carolina. We had an intimate car ride to Greensboro, North Carolina.
Tried to kill a gnat for 80 miles.
And I tried to kill a gnat in my car.
Unsuccessfully.
80 miles, and I finally got it.
Right when we got there.
I killed it. No, it wasn't right when we got there, but I got it.
Yeah, 5 minutes
It was 20 miles, I hope.
Listen, I don't know how doing this and it's able to escape. It's whatever. But anyway, we went to a concert last night. We saw Code Words, Downswing, Not Enough Space, and then they were opening for The Word Alive. preface, we didn't stay for the Word Alive because we're old and we needed to get home to go to bed.
I flew all day. I was tired.
We're 2 hours from Greensboro.
And we're 2 hours.
2 hour
from
drive.
Greensboro. So
But we got
we left a little early, and to be honest, I've seen the Word Alive like 4 times.
Seen them twice.
I love the Word Alive, but
I don't love them.
I'm
just seen them
old
twice.
and it was time to go to bed. Anyway, we went to a concert, and it was a small venue. Preface: the acoustics were not great.
They were awful.
There was like,
Oh.
what,
This was probably one of the
100
worst.
people there?
Not even.
No, I don't even.
It
know
was
if there
like
were
maybe
100.
40.
No, there
it
weren't
was-
40. I'd say
Well,
60.
I'm talking about like when we initially got there.
Oh,
it
we
got
initially got-
it got crowdeder, more crowded.
It got a little more crowded. We drank a good amount, and
We had 3 drinks.
that's a lot for Cael.
Had you apparently?
There's a lot of me.
I had a twist of tea, and for some reason that set me over the edge. But anyway, we went to
I
a
was
concert,
sober.
and it was it was a good time.
What
We
did you drink?
regretted not having any stickers because that urinal was covered in stickers. We
Dude,
could have
there were stickers in the urinal.
or stickers in
Yeah.
the urinal.
What's the thing?
I didn't know that. I've
I
seen
didn't.
that before.
I didn't know stickers
Oh,
in
I've
the
seen
urinal
that.
was a thing.
Do we need to get waterproof stickers?
Hey, like this podcast if you think urinals and stickers. What? Stickers and urinals?
I'm not putting my fingers in a urinal. I'm not sacrificing
Wear
for
a
that.
glove.
Who has just gloves on them?
I do. I have nylon gloves in my car.
For what?
At school. When I was at EMT school.
So it was kind of creepy.
Check him. Anyway, we got to see them. Code Words
Oh my god.
was the surprise of the night.
That was my top of the night.
I don't know if it was top of the night.
Well, okay, no,
I still
But-
prefer
Downswing's
Downswing.
really good, but like the shock factor of them being that good
Oh yeah,
and just being
yeah,
like
their shock factor was
new
they
band
were
I've never heard
super
of.
good. So preface, we went for Downswing because at least me and Rhett, we've seen the Word Alive. We kind of know what to expect. But Downswing, that was that band that we called out a few weeks ago. That were like, holy crap, this band is so good. How are they not
Bigger.
How have they not blown up?
Yeah, how are they still not that big?
And even then, they weren't quite the co-liner. And so we're like, but they had the best mosh pit out of the whole night that we'd seen.
I thought the one
that-
after that
The
did?
one after them had like 7 people.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it was a
don't
little
like-
bigger, but I don't know. I just feel
I
like
thought that was
Downswing,
Yeah, it was kind of worse.
based on last night, even with the terrible acoustics, Downswing is going to be a headliner. And it's just a matter of when. Headliner was, or I mean, not headliner.
Downswing?
Was super good.
Code
even
Words
with,
also.
what's that?
I think Code Words is going to go play this.
Code Words was good. So, yeah. Code Words was that was the surprise of the night. The very first opener was Code Words. They're a band out of LA, based on what they said last night. We met the lead singer. We took a picture of it with him. But one, they just sounded really good. They put on a great performance for a first opener on a 4-band set list. I would go see Code Words just on
Oh,
their
yeah.
A
on their
lot
own
of
merit.
energy.
They had a great.
They really did like hype the crowd up for the rest of the show. I thought they did an amazing job. For just 3 members of a band,
Yeah.
they did really
They
good.
were. I couldn't tell because I noticed this when Downswing got on. That with how the stage was, they like had it. Downswing had their full band, but someone was like hidden in like a weird spot. Like, oh, there's a person there.
Oh yeah, it was like the way the
Oh.
instruments were set up.
So I don't know if they had their full band because they have 4 people in their band. Looking after doing like research and looking into them today,
Oh,
Yeah.
or he just wasn't there. I don't know.
we might have not seen
We
him.
might have just missed him.
He may have been sick,
Maybe.
may have not been there. We don't know.
Could have been the backtrack, kind of carrying
We
his
did
part for a little
meet
bit.
the
But,
lead singer, but that's about it. The rest of the band kind of just
but they were good. You listened to like their whole stuff.
Yeah. So today at work, to avoid the monotony of wanting to kill myself, it was a very busy day, hectic.
he likes computers. That's all I learned from his work.
I will never ask Rhett what he does again because I've asked too many times.
I don't know what he does in the house recently. I know it's computers.
Code Words is actually like a legitimately newer band. As far as what they had on Spotify, it was only 2024 forward. I listened to every single song they had.
Oh,
That's what I did today. And I think I added 75% of their released music to my Spotify versus what they had.
That's
solid.
good. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
The venue, I cannot stress this enough.
Oh yeah, the venue wasn't that good.
The acoustics did these bands dirty.
So this was a very much like upstart, small band catering venue of like
80 by 40.
It was small. It was a small venue. It was almost like going to a bar, and like there just happens to be like
a small town.
The bar hired a band to play that night, and like that type of acoustics.
Mm-hmm.
It was like
all of the clean vocals you could not really hear.
no, you couldn't hear. You could hear the screaming a little bit.
I think they were compensating so much for the screaming that they didn't control the sound properly on the mics for when they were singing.
Yeah.
And listening to Code Words today, they sing a lot. Like that is half of their music with screaming thrown in. Their drummer was amazing. Like he
Drummer was
amazing.
really good.
Listen, like there's a lot of bands that could probably like sign him and get him because there's always a shortage for drummers. I hope he stays with Code Words because I
hope they blow up.
I hope they blow up because just like Downswing, I think they're gonna be a headliner at some point.
They were the perfect mix, honestly, for me.
Yeah.
Like for clean and screaming, and the fact that the lead singer did both and did them both well. And then meeting him, he was a cool guy.
Oh, he was the coolest guy.
He was a super cool guy.
Talked to him twice.
Yeah.
Like as they finished, like went up, talked to him, took a picture. As we were leaving, talked to him again.
Yeah. He was like by the exit as we were leaving.
Yeah.
He didn't stop us and like, hey, why aren't you watching The Word Alive? It's like, we're old.
We came for you. That's it. You're the best.
We came for you, Code Words.
Hey, we have a podcast.
Anyway, like what we're trying to get at is like, man, it was a fun concert. It was fun. Like it's like Cael's first day fully here in North Carolina.
Yeah, no, it was like my first thing I got to do when I got here was like we drove.
Oh yeah,
We picked up this guy.
We picked up you from the airport.
Yeah, I went
Picked up Rhett, and it was like, all right, time for the 2-hour drive to Greensboro, and let's go get it.
Went there, immediately got drinks, and then started listening to a show. Go to your small town venues. Like, go find new bands and spread awareness. Like, that's what our podcast is about. But, like, if you guys find new bands, tell us in comments. Let us listen to them.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're about.
We're trying to get people, like, to listen to more music and get...
If anything, I think the podcast is kind of leaning towards discovering new sounds. And I think that's been the funnest, that's not a word, but still the most fun part about this podcast is like discovering new things that I like. Because I am a creature of habit, and I will recirculate the hell out of things that I already like. And so doing this has challenged me and forced me to listen to new things that I would never give a chance. Like even Boundaries, like yeah, I didn't necessarily like their album. It's not my favorite, but it's not something I would have ever listened to. But because we're doing this, I listened to it and I was able to review it. Was it my favorite thing in the world? No. But I gave them a fair shot, and I gave them a fair shot based on my taste. And then Cael, like, you've never listened to him.
No, never heard him before. Now it's like one of my new favorite bands. I'm excited to hear more about them. Like, we want to share more music and look for new things. So the newer music we can find. Like I just found out, there's a whole genre of pirate metal.
Yeah.
Super stoked about that. Whoever pointed that out on TikTok.
And people were like, check out Elstorm.
Awesome.
Like,
yeah. Never knew.
I had heard of them, but I never
I
listened
actually
to
knew
them.
Elstorm.
Yeah, you knew
Well,
Elstorm.
that's okay. They're dicks. You're awesome.
I had heard of them, never really listened to them.
I have gotten into the pirate metal.
Why didn't you bring it up when I brought it up?
I didn't think about it.
Thank you.
Thank you,
I want to
YouTube.
look at your TikTok. Whoever mentioned on TikTok.
It was
thank
like
you so much.
TikTok and YouTube today. Like they
Even
both
though
were like, dude,
Yeah.
check out Elstorm. And it's like, okay.
Well, you kind of said it in a mean way. Like, has this dude not found Elstorm?
Just that
We're
one.
about
That's
finding
not
new
very
music.
mean.
I know, it's okay, but like, still, like, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll be looking them up soon.
Anyway,
Find
yeah.
new music. Go to the small venues. Go.
Small venues are fun.
Oh yeah, dude, it's great. You get up and close to the person with the band. What? We didn't talk about the third band that we listened to.
Because I didn't like them.
Oh yeah, not enough space. Yeah.
We listened to. We had to talk about them.
Yeah, we listened to them. We stayed for about probably half their set.
Yeah.
I will give them this. So based on the venue, the acoustics were not great.
Awful.
So and without listening to any of their stuff, like album-wise on Spotify, I don't think I could give their vocals a fair credit. My initial thought, based on just what I heard, the clean vocals were a little bit nasally. The screaming was actually pretty decent. I feel like both of their female leads could do like goblin screams very well. And I think that does really good for the band. And I think their guitarist, really good.
That guitarist,
Really good.
really good.
That was the girl's husband, right? Because you said
I don't know.
I thought the bass player was the husband.
blonde and the guitar. Wait, the guitarist was the guy with the long hair?
I don't know. So one of the singers...
Right was the guitarist.
Yeah, that was the girl's husband, the blonde girl's husband. She's like, this is my husband, we wrote this song for you guys.
I don't know if she pointed out.
I didn't think she pointed
No,
at
she
him.
pointed at him.
Oh.
Either
way,
I put her. I mean, I didn't
the
hear.
guitarist for Not Enough Space
I coupled it with the other guy.
is amazing. The goblin screams for both of the female leads, really good.
Their screams were fantastic.
Yeah,
I thought,
great
in
scream.
person, it was awesome.
The acoustics, I don't know if it was just the acoustics of the place, so it could be, but
Did them dirty for
it
singing
did them dirty,
vocals.
and it almost sounded a little nasally, and I couldn't get into it as well because I mean, I'll be honest, Downswing, like the vocals, the clean vocals just did not sound good that night.
You didn't listen to them on Spotify, did you?
Who?
Not Enough Space.
As Words Spoken, the last band?
Not Enough Space.
Not Enough Space? Oh.
I went full code words there.
I didn't
We'll have
listen
to
to
give
them
them
either.
listen on Spotify to give them a fair voting, but like
I had honestly,
vocals nasally. But
I had
that
never
goes
heard
in
of.
space.
I had never heard of them before. That
Never.
night.
They must be popular because like everyone there was super stoked to see them.
Yeah, they seem to be the crowd pull. Besides the Word Alive, of course.
They're
A lot of
from
people were there for
Florida,
the Word Alive.
If I remember correctly.
But yeah, they had a lot of crowd pull.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people in the mosh pit for Not Enough Space, and so
I was surprised.
they had a draw, that's for sure. And they weren't. I won't say they were terrible to listen to. I just need to listen to them on Spotify to kind of give them a fair shake.
I didn't mind them, but I also was getting super tired towards the end of that concert because I was up at
You had a travel day.
like 4:30 that morning, up to 5.
We're just old.
I think I got most annoyed with their mosh pit.
You
Because
almost got elbowed.
the guy in front of us just trying to crowd kill, and I'm like,
They
Kyle.
went hard during that mosh pit.
So there was a crowd killer.
He was trying to crowd kill, and I'm like,
There was
Kyle, if he does that again.
Oh, is that the guy with the swinging arm?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said, Kyle, if he does that again, I'm gonna go hit him.
He had been pretty chill for the most part in the other mosh pits, and then all of a sudden, he had a Not Enough Space shirt on, so
He loved them,
he loved them, and
which is good. Love
yeah,
your band.
that's great. You support the bands you support, but crowd killing, like Rhett said, his opinion is crowd killing sucks, and I also agree.
He has a scar to prove it.
I also agree. Like swinging elbows like this, like come on, like you're asking to just hurt someone.
If there's a huge circle, I understand, but like if there's a small circle,
This was
a small
a
venue,
small
This was
venue.
a small venue.
There's
This
still
was a
people,
small
like,
circle.
not
like-
voluntarily out the ring.
And some
It's
people
still
are
a small
just
venue.
yeah, and some people are just there to enjoy the music, not necessarily.
Not everyone really
Get
wants
the
to
tip.
be the boundary person. It's like I don't mind being a boundary person. They also had a lot of strobing lights.
Oh, that made it hard.
my
That made
gosh,
it so
I forgot
hard.
about that.
So
So
the strobing lights made it look like each frame was like they were getting closer and closer, like a horror film. You're like, oh, I can't judge this.
Not enough space, please. Before you go on set, I'm not an epileptic, but holy crap, did I struggle during that? Of like, I was going frame by frame with the strobe lights.
Oh, it was weird because like it was just the crowd that was frame by frame. The band wasn't frame by frame at all.
Band was
That's
fine.
because the strobe lights
Yeah,
are
the
off
strobe
on
lights
the
were
crowd.
focused on the crowd, but I was struggling, and I'm not.
The strobe effect with the mosh pit was not.
It was not
safe.
good. It was not
Because you
safe.
didn't know the judgment of distance.
No, and by the time the guy came to me, I'm like, ah!
I kept my arms up like this most of the time. I was like,
Yeah, no.
And it hurt my eyes. Like my eyes
I didn't-
are corrected,
I didn't mind.
but yeah, I don't know. I was struggling with it.
I was more
Maybe I'm
scared
just
of the mosh
old.
pit.
I wasn't scared of the mosh pit.
I
Like,
was scared.
It just truly hurt my eyes with the strobe
I
lights.
get the effect of the strobe.
But if I get hit in the face on accident, that wasn't really an accident, we're gonna have issues.
Yeah, that's why I hate sleeping with sirens.
Well, if that was getting kicked in the head, that's a different story.
No, we had fun last night. Honestly, I had a really great time.
It was a good time. We had a nice car ride.
Worst sax face ever.
Zaxby's wasn't the best
That
I've
was
ever
like
had.
the worst Zaxby's.
It was great for me. I haven't had Zaxby's in years, so I'm
So
I'm
he
excited.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, no,
The sweet tea was subpar.
The
rest of
fries
it,
were white. They're supposed to be seasoned.
I had the seasoned fries. I had like all the seasonings.
I was like, this is kale colored.
Hey. No, I am white.
This is like fallen by the sauna
This
colored.
is also, Jesus. That was my first time meeting Rhett in life, so I had a great day yesterday.
That's true. It was a good time.
And it's a great time seeing Kyle again. It's been a few years since we've actually hung out and seen each other.
We're all together. This is the first time. But in other news, now that we've had a 3-person in-person podcast, we are adding Aaron to the regular weekly podcast.
If you listen to our podcast, you know Aaron from like 2 episodes back.
Yeah, it's like
2
2
or 3?
episodes back
2 or 3.
when Rhett was taking like
Yeah.
a work trip. But
He's,
Aaron's gonna be our regular now. He's gonna be our super hypercritical person that we add to the podcast. So you hate us.
He's
you'll
gonna
really
make me
hate
look
Aaron.
nice.
Yeah, he's gonna make Rhett look nice. He's gonna make Cael. I don't know what because
He's over here super Paula Abdul.
Yeah, he's Paula Abdul, like nice with ratings, but yet everyone hates him online. So I don't know.
I said one bad thing.
He
wasn't
goes
bad.
on one rant and everyone hates him. So.
Thanks, guys.
But either way, yeah, we're gonna be a 4-person podcast starting next week. I think it'll be fun. We'll try to narrow it down. We're usually like let's be honest, we're like an hour and a half, 15-minute podcast usually. With a 4th person, that could elongate. We're gonna try to, keep it to an hour.
We'll try to
15
time
minutes.
ourselves. We'll try to do better.
We'll try to do better. We'll try to condense it. We'll try to be straight to the point. But at the same time, we're just gonna talk.
We're
This
here
is
for fun.
this is what we enjoy.
We're all good friends. We all love metal. We're trying to share our love with metal with the people. I mean, if you want to interact with us, message us. We will talk back.
I've also drank too much. It's
Like
me
those two
talking
people.
back. That's me talking.
Do
back,
not
guys.
message me.
I
will
got
not
to.
reply.
Message the chat.
I have to
Message-
delegate more because I'm the one that's running all of this. Listen,
Delegate to
whenever you comment hate about Cael, it's me that has to respond.
Hey, I volunteer my time for my great buddy Kyle here for every one of his podcast ventures.
Soon I'll have the TikTok account. Message me. Damn you.
This is the podcast that has to
You talk to
succeed.
yourself.
I have failed 8 podcasts prior to this.
Don't mention that. Jesus.
I mean, it's fine.
The piss so bad.
You guys are babies. You
I'm not
cannot
a
drink.
baby.
I've been drinking all day, dude. Fuck off.
I've been drinking since 4.
Oh, no.
3.
3.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm drunk. I watched Cael fall, and it was the highlight of my day. He embarrassed himself in front of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's like
5
6.
girls,
Yeah.
maybe 6, and a dude,
There was
and
a
me,
dude there.
and it was,
And whoever was in that sauna.
and whoever was in the sauna also watching. This dude flopped like a magic carp caught on land, and he did splash, and it was not effective.
That's the best. That was the best thing ever.
Yep.
And I had to help him up.
Thank you. Who's on this?
Like a beached whale.
Hey, sign us off.
Well,
I'm always the one that's
Time to wrap up this tour. We thank you for listening and indulging us in whatever we had to say. The release, our episodes released every Friday. We also have clips on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. So follow us there as well. If you want to hear the songs we've been talking about, listen to our Wad Pod Bangers playlist on Spotify.
I gotta edit this because I haven't edited
Stay
anything.
awesome.
No one listens to it.
Stay awesome,
It's shit.
and we'll see you next time. Hit the breakdown, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Wall of Death podcast.
What?
You can't say the name.
Oh, Wall of Death.
Wall of Death podcast.
Oh, my ass hurts.
Dick.